All right, legends, here we go. About a year and a half ago, I gave this Morea plant a massive cutback. It was the first time I had trimmed this plant on this property. Now, I took about 1 metre off the top and nearly 1/2 metre off the sides, and it was fair to say it looked pretty not so nice. But I've been doing this for over 15 plus years, and I know what I'm doing. And I know with Morea hedges, these things, you can cut them pretty much to the stump and they will keep on coming back. Now, I got absolutely slammed on social media by all these trolls saying I've killed it, it looks horrible, I don't know what I'm doing, etc, etc. And I just get a bit of a giggle out of all that, to be quite honest. But as I say to the people that actually are genuinely curious about this, you got to trust the process. And unfortunately, when hedges aren't looked after, especially Morea hedges, you've got to go hard on them to get the better look at the end. So it's all a steps process, an easy process. And as you can see here, it's come along fantastic. I've only had to cut it twice since I originally gave it a trim. And yeah, it's thick, it's full, it's lush. Normally with Moreas, my rule of thumb is you should be trimming, with most hedges anyway, not all, but most, you should be doing it quarterly, just to thicken it up. It's just stimulating that regrowth. That's the main principle that I look at here. And when I trim hedges, I always do the sides first and the tops last. And the tool that I'm using here is from my good mates at Echo Tools, and this is the multi-tool attachment, meaning you can unclip the top part, which is the hedge trimmer attachment, and you've still got the motor there, and you can switch it with your line trimmer, your blower, your pole pruner, whatever. They're fantastic little tools, the multi-tool. I started using them a few years ago, and at first I was a little bit hesitant because I was just like, oh, is it going to have as much power? All these different things going on. And I was so surprised. They are fantastic. They have a lot of power, and they're just easy. They're good little tools. So if you haven't got one, it's a fantastic little unit. And I highly recommend it. You're going to also see on here a few little tricks that I do. I've really slowed this down because I'm getting a lot of messages saying we want longer videos, etc, etc. So for me, I get bored watching this kind of stuff, but that's just me, probably because I do it every day. But I've tried to slow it down a bit just so you can just see a few little things that I do. As you can see here, I'm always walking back, having a little quick look at what's going on. I don't use any line or any of that kind of stuff. I just use my naked eye. For me, that's what works best. It always has. Don't know what's going on there, but it is what it is. And you can see like my little tricks here. I just rake it up and then I just go straight into the bin. It just saves a little bit of getting the bulk in there, saves a bit of the back work and whatnot. So there's just some little tricks that I do that I've learned over the years that save time. And as I said, if you're running your own business, this is all good stuff where you can make money. So anyway, legends, enough talking for me. Thanks very much for watching. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of your support to my page. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please make sure to do so. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of them. And just remember, there's a lot of people pretending to be me. There's lots of fake accounts going around. There's lots of my videos being shared by all different kinds of people around the world. Easiest way to know, if it's not YouTube and it's somewhere else, all the other accounts have over 1 million followers. So that's the easiest way to check if it's me. And this is just a lily-pilly. And one more quick thing. When I came out here, it was pretty much at this height. And just before I'd come out here, the previous people took about 1.5 meters off, and this is going into real thick stumps where they cut it like the size of your wrist. So it wasn't completely cut straight. So you'll see on the top when I finish, it's not perfect. It's not bad, but to get this completely straight, I would have to fiddle around with every single stump with a saw or chainsaw and cut just millimeters or centimeters off. And as I said, for this, I'm just not going to waste my time, to be quite honest, because the owner's absolutely happy with how it looks. Anyway, stick around and you'll see the final transformation video here in a minute. Thanks, guys.